descending from the tribes of Africa, inspired by the great black leaders.
Vainglorious, this is protected by the red, the black, and the green, with a K, zoom.
Dynamic, articulate.
If hip-hop has the ability to corrupt young minds, it also has the ability to uplift them.
Cause I'm seeing bright visions of how we should be living. Unified, strong, making our own decisions. Hip-hop city, higher minds will listen. Some won't get it and find time for dissing. But I always been ahead of the preservation mission. So I always been the head of the preservation mission. And one sure way to preserve what we're spitting. Preserve what we've written. Preserve how we wiggling. Preserve our mixing, our raw sound. It's to finally establish a small hip-hop resort town. A place where artists from all over the earth can come and find peace, can come and spit their verse, can find support of all sorts for arts done for fun to achieve this hip-hop.
Welcome, season's greetings. My name is Trinny Cee. I am the host here today of Hip Hop Nation, and I have the lovely one and only Katie, all the way from Real Deal Entertainment, based out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going fabulous. How you feeling? It's almost the holiday season.
Yes,
Thank you for
ready.
coming in.
Thank you for having me. I love it
Yeah,
here.
trying to stay warm,
Exactly.
Right. So it's an honor to have you here today on the show. As the fans and viewers know, we like to interview people from all different backgrounds that are affiliated with hip-hop and or hip-hop culture.
Thank
So
you.
with that, let everybody know, who is Katie?
I am one half of Real Deal Entertainment, like you said.
Yes.
We are a label based out of St. Paul, Minnesota, and it's management and A&R for me.
What does A&R mean? Because I think some people don't know what that those two initials stand for.
The technical term is artist and repertoire.
Artist and
Yep.
repertoire. Okay.
I wasn't sure if I was saying that
Yeah,
right.
Repertoire, yes, yes.
My job is to make sure that our artists are on track and doing what they need to do so that I can get them where they need to be,
Right,
which is heard all over the country
right.
and all over the
All
world.
over the world,
Yes.
right. And so, kind of like a manager, but not like a manager. It's more like you're building them and making sure they're being accountable and
Yes,
right,
exactly.
Right. Okay. Because a lot of I know from being in the industry, there's several hats that have to be worn by different people, not all one person, in order for artists to be successful, whether they're on a label or not. And
That's
certain
correct.
roles are very important.
Yes, and sometimes it's a little easier to have people working for you
Right.
instead of feeling like you need to do all of it yourself.
Right. How did you get into doing this? Tell us a little bit about, like, how are you right now, half of Real Deal Entertainment? Were you brought up in the entertainment business, or?
I love this story, actually.
Okay.
Because in 2017, the roommate that I was living with, we were having our conversation of if you could do things over again, what would you do? And I
Right.
said I would do something with music.
Okay.
Went in a couple days later and met with DJ Quicksilver Cooley, RIP,
Yeah.
for a modeling gig. We started talking about music, and I walked out with hosting his TV show,
Okay.
and called Making Hip Hop Dope Again.
Nice.
And then that lasted for a little bit, and then went to radio,
Okay. And this is all in the Twin Cities, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
94.1 FM
Okay. Nice.
with Harry
Okay.
and Keys to the Streets.
Yep.
And then I met my partner, Willie Green, and we thought it would be a good fit, and
Here you
what,
are.
here I am.
Right.
We're continuing his, like what he started with, and we're continuing with that.
And you're just making a wonderful pot of soup that's gonna become
Exactly.
famous. Yes.
Exactly.
And warm the soul. What has there been some kind of, being a woman, because I can tell you all about it. We already spoke about this, you know.
We
I could
spoke
tell you
about
every
a
day.
lot of times.
But tell us now, being a Caucasian woman in the industry, because I love to speak on stuff like this when it comes
Okay.
to what we do. Because as a Trinny in the Jamaican market, it was a challenge. Being a Caucasian woman, most importantly a woman, have you had a lot of challenges in what you do and getting the respect that you deserve?
I think it is challenging at first.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, because I just kind of, it was like, surprise, I'm here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know who I am.
Right.
And they had to first be like, who is she? And then realize,
Oh.
yes, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And It's nothing, there's, no funny business.
Right. There's no ulterior motives.
Exactly.
Right.
And so it's just getting people to trust that I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm talking about and that I actually do
Right.
love music.
Right. And you have a passion for it.
Yes, exactly.
And this is not your job. You're doing this because you want to, not because you have to.
Exactly. I want
Right.
this to be the job, but
Right.
we're working our way towards that.
Right. And I think that's important too. Surviving in the entertainment industry, period, right now, even if you're very well known and very well built, a lot of people have different side hustles. They're doing cooking shows, they're doing recipes, they're doing merch,
Yep.
they're doing podcasts. So it's good to wear various hats, but there's usually a whole nother revenue source that
That's the
continues
business
for
side,
us
yes.
to do the work in this wonderful business that we call
Exactly.
music. Right. Yes. So here in the Twin Cities, you how many artists would you guys say you have on your roster right now?
I believe we are at 8.
8. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Now, I know you guys had a show in the summertime.
Yep.
And do you have shows that you plan? Anything annual, quarterly? Like, how does that work? To give your artists the platform so they don't have to go around trying to get space from other people?
I love being able to give artists, especially art artists, a platform. Mm-hmm. We do have a show coming up in January.
Nice.
We just started planning that, so
Okay.
end of January at the Caboose.
Okay.
So you've heard it here first. And then also we do a free show every summer at Raspberry Island
Raspberry Island.
in downtown St. Paul.
Okay.
So all day family friendly show.
All right.
Yes, food
Nice.
truck, music, all of
All
that.
that stuff, all that good stuff. Yeah, I
Yes.
went to the first one, so it was outstanding.
Yes.
Right. Congratulations on that. So again, Real Deal Entertainment. How do you spell that real quickly?
On social media, on Facebook, you're gonna look up Real Deal ENT.
Right.
On Instagram, you're gonna find us at Real Deal ENTMN.
Got it. Okay. And real quickly before we go to a break, has it been challenging
Yes.
to, she's just like, yes, in general, but especially during COVID, has it been challenging to develop your brand and market your brand?
I think the challenge comes with the fact that the show has stopped, and then
Yes. Creativity had to still go on.
you have to find new ways to be creative and get stay relevant and keep your name out there.
Okay.
So that was great actually.
Okay.
Reaching out to people, use the power of the internet and connect with people outside of Minnesota or outside of St. Paul or the Twin Cities. But then also, we had all of the violence,
Yeah.
which has so between COVID and all of everything that we went through in Minneapolis, it's definitely changed.
All right, we'll come
The
right
culture.
back to that.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a break real quick. My name is Trinny Cee. Again, I'm here with Katie from Real Deal Entertainment. We'll be right back after this moment.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, DJ Dime. And when I'm not all over the world or all over the country, TJ, and I'm right here in Minneapolis watching Hip Hop Nation right here on FirstWorld TV. Catch up with me at pro_DJ Dime on Facebook, Instagram, all that social media. Go on and grab your popcorn, baby.
Okay, and here we are again. I'm just going to reverse a little bit and talk about the challenges, but just to rewind, you said you have 8 artists on the catalog?
Yes, so I want to
Okay.
make sure that we
on
get
the roster, I should say. Yeah.
I want to make sure that I get everyone.
Yes, go
Some
ahead.
names.
Yep.
So we have Reed Bricks, Shine Hustle, Goku, Barn on the MOD, Colo Chanel, E.B. Marie, Pillsbury, and Cruze.
Okay.
There
That's
we-
a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot to manage. Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I
So
said
again,
Cole. I
tell
said-
us now, during the last couple years, how have you, especially with COVID and with George Floyd, may he rest in peace.
Yes.
How have you, and Dante Wright and Philando,
Everyone, yeah.
everybody that's basically sacrificed their life again for our freedom. How have you managed to stay abreast and current and creative in the current climate of what's going on in, especially the Twin Cities? Because the Twin Cities I was telling people, I was just in New York, is different. Like we all went through a pandemic, or we're in the middle of a pandemic, but the Twin Cities had so much and continues to
That's
have
right.
so much heightened situations when it comes to our emotions and mental health and instability in our community. How have you, as a brand, and ensured that your artists, as well as yourself, stay current and relevant right now?
We've been using the power of the internet.
Got it.
You know, there's no reason.
In a positive way, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
in a
Okay.
positive way.
All right.
Because there's no excuse for not being able to keep our names and the music and the artists outside of Minnesota, or just inside of Minnesota, or just inside of the Twin Cities.
Okay.
It's been reaching out to people, seeing what they're doing. How can we work together?
Right.
Here's what we're going on. Here's what we've going on. It's even as much as, you know, sharing music.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I've had the same conversations with New York people as well, and
Yes.
saying this is how it is now in Minnesota, and here's where we're at.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I just want to give a shout out to Minnesota, because we talk about what we don't have. Again, I was just in New York. I was in Brooklyn, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and then I stayed downtown in Manhattan. And currently in Manhattan, during the week, there's not a whole lot to do when it comes to African American, Afro-Caribbean venues. There's not a lot of live entertainment. There's not a lot of poetry. There's not a lot of open mics. So I just want to shout out the promoters and all the artists that get
we
up
have
out
a
of.
lot.
We have a lot going on still, even though we've lost venues and we've lost amazing DJs like Disco T and Jules and you know, a few credible pioneers in the industry. We still are flourishing.
Yes.
And I want to also shout out the venues, because they're giving us the space through everything that we've been through. They're taking the risk.
Yes.
And I just was really proud to see that we are still here every day. There's some type of live music that happens every single day in the Twin Cities. So round of applause to everybody, from the production engineers, from the promoters, from the artists, to the venues, to the sponsors. Twin Cities is, to the DJs, big up the DJs. We're still doing our part to hear spaces for us to be doing media, the radio stations. And so that just really, there's 8 million people downtown New York. I was just like, seriously. But also it's very expensive for them to open up and do business and keep business running. So I went around to a few different venues, all different types of backgrounds, and there wasn't a lot going on. And if it was like a dinner show or a concert. Don't get me wrong, there's concerts, there's plays, right? So shout out to your team for keeping it relevant, for creating space, for creating shows where even if again, it's a risk. If you get 20 people in the door, it's a risk.
20 people is better than zero.
Is it?
Is
Because
bigger a number than zero.
You don't know who those 20 people are.
Exactly.
And myself as a promoter, right now I got a show tonight. I'm stressing all night if we're going to get people in the door, and I'm going to make the venue happy. But at the end of the day, I know we went hard, and I'm grateful to the venues for Big Up Ice House. I'm grateful to all the venues that give us the space and give us an opportunity without second guessing us. Yes. So now again, let's just talk about a little bit about I heard you have one female on the roster currently, is that it? Two females, all right. And how are they, being a female, again, because we're the minority, how are you empowering them to be creative and own their space? Because I think that's important, especially with this younger generation, is that we're there to like really teach them. How are you doing that part of it? Or is that just not part of what you do?
They're both already creative.
Right.
But
I'm saying empowering that. Do you guys, is that part of what you guys do with your artists?
I let them be creative. I let them tell me what they need. And, you know, if they need me to help them make decisions on little things, then yes, I'm there.
Right.
You know, I'll help them, you know, choose music. I'll give them opinions, but they're creative. And so the best thing for me to do is not, you know, stifle that. Yeah. Right. Not to get in their way, but just to push them to go a little bit harder.
Okay. All right.
You know, make sure that the females stand out.
Right. And have you heard from the females how much harder it is for them to do what they need to do, or are they dominating the scene right now and pushing the males to the side? I think they're dominating. I mean, so too.
We do have the best female in the Twin Cities show next week. Right. So obviously the females are doing something.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's about time. Like
exactly.
I think since the 60s we've been trying to get our spaces, right? Like,
right.
Just like civil rights, right? And so we know what we're doing. If we can have children and raise children and still work 10 jobs, right?
Exactly.
We could be out here and
Yes.
get you guys some money.
No, I think they're definitely like, I feel like I see the female names, the female artists more
Right.
often than the males this recently.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What would you say has been the hardest thing to accomplish in your role right now?
It's just finding those. I have the outlets for artists, and I have the platforms, and just seeing people take advantage and stepping outside of their comfort zone.
Right.
To just take that leap of faith and go, yes, I want to take advantage of this opportunity instead of waiting till the last second and then
Right.
it's not there.
Right. Okay. So no, like, don't procrastinate.
Please do not procrastinate.
Be
just,
on it. Yeah.
just go for it.
Yeah.
You don't, you're not,
Just like
you don't know what's going to happen.
Just do it.
Exactly.
Just do it.
Like Nike, just do it.
Because if you don't, then you're telling yourself automatically. I taught myself this. If I don't get up and try, you're automatically saying no.
And you're waiting to see what other people do. So
It ain't even about other people. If you say you want this job and then you're like, I don't know if I'm worthy of this job, I don't know. You keep on telling yourself no.
exactly.
So if you're not going to take a chance on yourself,
Then why should other people
who's
do
going
it?
to do it for you?
Yes.
At the end of the day.
Exactly.
Right. My name is Trinny Cee. Again, I'm here thanks to DJ Divine. Big up the producers, OT, and everybody behind the scenes at CCX Media. We're going to take a quick break. Sorry. You're here watching Hip Hop Nation live on CCX Media. One love.
Hi, this is Mel, aka Lady Stain, and when I'm in town, I love watching Hip Hop Nation on FirstWorld TV.
And we're back. Hi, my name is Trinny Cee. We're here on Hip Hop Nation with the one and only Katie from Real Deal Entertainment. And we're just chopping it up, talking about what it is to exist in the industry right now as a label, correct?
Correct.
And how to grow and
Yes.
how to expand and how to stay relevant. So on that note, what do you see for 2023 as far as growth?
I see the name Real Deal Entertainment and all of our artists being everywhere we can.
Everywhere.
Yes.
McDonald's?
Why not?
Right.
and
Sky's the limit, right?
Exactly. Like, I'm not going to be limiting my artists. We have a radio station online that I want to see grow.
Right.
And so, artists, please take advantage of that.
Right.
More shows coming up. Like I said, I'm going to just push my artists to be the best that they can be
Okay.
so that you guys don't forget their names.
Right. And what about your name? Like, are you just one that wants to be on the background and just...
Yes.
Yeah. You're okay with just being in behind the scenes, lights off, and just, yeah.
As long as I make sure that, people know who Real Deal Entertainment is and all of our artists are. Because I'm meeting so many amazing people already that I love introducing them to what we're doing.
Nice. Yes. And now within the Twin Cities, are you planning to increase the amount of events you do? Are you planning to increase your presence in different spaces? Like, how do you all
Always.
envision growth here in the Twin Cities?
We do have shows coming up in 2023,
Right.
like we talked about. I think it's just more of, if an artist wants to work with us or get on one of the platforms or take advantage of any of the opportunities, I want to get to know you.
Right.
And I want you to get to know what we're doing. I want to make sure my artists are wherever they need to be. But it's just about, taking that first step and, taking that leap of faith to know
Right.
that, yes, it's going to be okay. Yes. Yes, even though I'm a woman, I know, I'm not here. I'm here to help you out.
Right. What does hip hop mean to you? It's those two beautiful, powerful words.
Yes.
Hip-hop.
It's come to mean, to me, honestly, that I get to be who I am. And so many people just accept me for being me and for, being a part of the culture, which I'm so thankful for.
Right.
Because without that acceptance, then this would be twice as hard.
Acceptance.
Yes.
That's a powerful word.
It is.
Acceptance. And so, my other question to you is, do you see yourself as being part of the team, taking it to, how do you intentionally take it to reach other countries and not just the Twin Cities and the Midwest and the U.S.?
Well, all of our music is online
Got it.
and on all platforms. And I've looked, and people are listening in other countries, so.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But it's just, talking about the artist, talking about music, starting conversations with, people online, maybe at the airport or, in line even at the gas station. Hey, who are you? What do you do? This is what I do.
Right.
And otherwise, I'm just having the same conversation with the same people.
Okay. Tell us now, what do you think when it comes to your favorite female hip hop artist? Who would that be?
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go on.
Because I love them all.
Right. You gotta have one that stands
No,
out, though. Really?
there's really not.
Yeah. All right. And for males?
I listen to more of the 80s and 90s hip hop.
Yes. Hip hop is hip hop.
Exactly.
There's no age on music.
Exactly.
It's interesting how people get caught up with this age. Music is ageless, for real. So it's timeless. So.
But otherwise, I would say, it's gonna sound so weird, but Macklemore.
Okay.
That's.
Who is Malcolm Moore? Because for the people that don't know.
Macklemore, he's an artist out of Seattle, Washington, and his music's if I'm not listening to one of our artists, and I'm not listening to the Pioneers,
Right.
If I want something fun, that's who I'm going to.
Okay. All right.
If it's fun, I'm gonna go to it.
Right.
So I guess females right now would be Cardi or Nicki.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would go with a Queen Latifah or MC.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's just
Them too.
It's just the
It's so hard
classic,
to.
how
it's so hard
yeah.
to choose though.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, they just they paved the way too. You know what I mean? So it's not, and they've done so much more than just music, right?
Yes, exactly.
On that note, is there anybody you would like to give some shout outs to, some big ups, some,
Yes.
Pay some respect?
The team, Real Deal Entertainment, to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, because I'm so happy that we met.
Right.
I would say the pioneers of hip hop. I'm gonna go, Van Silk and Herb, because they're people out in New York who have been.
Taking the time to educate you.
And Michael Neely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Then they've been taking the time and they've been answering.
Yeah.
They've been helping me out and
that's acceptance right there. Just giving
Exactly.
you time and just hey, I want to know. I'm trying to do this. Just giving you that space. Because otherwise, people could just shut you down. And you're like, well,
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I could be a millionaire. You don't even know who's calling you right now.
Yeah.
But every conversation is an opportunity to grow and build, right?
That's right.
And to this generation that's coming up here in the industry, especially hip hop, dance hall, Caribbean music, Afro beats, whatever, this younger generation, I know you think we old heads, we don't know, but we paved the way and we continue to pave the way. So
And we can help you.
Yeah, we can help you. So if we give a moment of just expertise and understanding in that conversation, don't take it as critiquing, take it as knowledge, and knowledge is everything. It's powerful.
Exactly.
And if you don't, then you're telling yourself no.
Yes, exactly.
If you ain't open-minded, you ain't gonna grow.
Exactly.
And that rhymes. Oh, again, my name is Trinny Cee here, Hip Hop Nation. I am honored to have the space to give other people spaces. We want to big up, again, everybody behind the scenes. Big up CCX Media for giving us the platform to just talk and let everybody know who we are.
Yes.
I thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Trinny.
Happy holidays to you and yours.
Happy holidays.
I can't wait to see what's coming up and hit some more shows and continue to
Yes.
support you guys for years and years. One love, and thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
It's the boy Phrase, representing straight from Jamaica. We're in the Twin Cities. And make sure when you're in the Twin Cities, y'all watch Hip Hop Nation on FirstWorld TV. Check it out. Phrase to that.
Welcome back. My name is Trinny Cee. I'm here live and direct on Hip Hop Nation with another amazing, talented individual here in the studio with us, the one and only
GriffDaGod.
GriffDaGod.
You know who it is. If you don't, well, you will after this.
GriffDaGod, how did you even, like, real quickly, because you just hit me up, how did you hear about the show? Like,
Oh,
I'm
man.
still waiting to hear that background story.
See, I'm always watching the city. I'm always figuring out what's going on some
Right.
way or another. And I was just, sitting on my bed, waking up, turn the TV on, and it was like Twin Cities edition. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch the TV actually today. So I started watching, and I was like, well, what do I do? But it makes sense to hit up the person that's running it. So
Right. Yeah.
that's what I did, and
That's
here we
awesome.
are.
So
Yeah.
somebody's actually watching. Big up all the viewers and fans. That's awesome. And here we are. It's been 2 months in the making. Thank you for being patient.
Yeah,
and
it's my pleasure.
Yeah, I know we were trying to get you in earlier, but I appreciate your patience and just all the knowledge. He had me on his live last month. I was like, live? No lipstick? But yeah, tell everybody, the Twin Cities, everybody that's watching, anybody that's listening, who is GriffDaGod besides an amazing dresser? Let us know.
I'm a musician, I'm an artist, a promoter, I host events. I really do it all. I record music, a photographer,
Okay.
do videos. I used to DJ.
Nice. What was your DJ name?
Honestly, I didn't get to that point. I was just, it was
You just DJ.
yeah, it was Trippy Griffy.
Yeah, oh,
But
really?
yeah, that wasn't
Nice.
really a DJ name. It was just what people called me. So
Trippy Griffy, I love it. Sounds so psychedelic, yeah. And so out of all of those hats that you wear, what is like the favorite role that you like to incorporate into your day every day?
I mean, I guess I would say a musician, but it comes with being an inspirational speaker. Like, it's about pushing my message out. That's what I'm doing it for.
Okay.
So
Right.
yeah.
How is it right now, doing what you're trying to do in this current climate in the Twin Cities? How's it been? Excuse me.
I mean, good and bad. That's how it's always gonna be, though. It's
Right.
we're gonna have to deal with stuff when you put your feet through the door. So
Right.
you deal with good and you deal with bad, and that's with how people do their business and maybe how things are set up. The
Right.
situation.
Right.
So
How did you stay, I have to ask these two questions. How did you stay mentally sane, if possible? Because sometimes I think we all were mentally affected, but a lot of times I know we were all mentally affected. But not only during the pandemic, but during George Floyd.
That really impacted me due to the fact that a lot of people are close to me personally know him, and when somebody, if I don't personally know them myself, if somebody around me knows somebody, I'm riding for them,
Right.
And the situation, the fact that he was a security for,
El Nuevo and
yeah,
Congo, yeah.
for multiple venues that people I know
Right.
started their journey with music at, it really touched people, and I was out there at every protest that I could possibly be at,
Right.
and just mostly just to show my face, just to show like I'm standing here. I didn't take part in any of the violence that was
Right.
going down, but I was just there to make sure that I stand for my people.
Right. Yeah, he actually did security for my last dance hall queen at El Nuevo.
Wow.
And so I had the honor to see and witness his work, but I didn't have the honor to thank him and interact with him. And it was very challenging to exist as a mother of sons, most importantly, but sons of color, because my sons were raised by Philando Castile at Chelsea Heights. He was their lunch teacher. So to see our community go through that again, and again, and again, and then again as a promoter and entertainer and artist, watch every day I drive past, every time I would drive past El Nuevo, it's no longer there.
Yeah.
Just the monstrosities of how our community was affected by that act that was just horrible. And I was just saying before you came in the previous interview, I want to shout out our community, our artists, people like you, our protesters, everybody, for keeping it together the last couple years, because unlike anywhere else in the world, we had it really different for
Yeah.
us to survive that. Did you make any music from it? How creative did you stay, or how creative did you up your game? Did you up your
Yeah.
creativity game from?
Yeah, I definitely was
challenges we
making
faced?
music. Like one of the biggest reasons I make music is to let my emotions out, and obviously, everybody was upset. It wasn't just me. This was a whole state. This was a whole
global,
country. This was
yeah.
global.
Yeah.
And because of what happened here in our city.
Right.
And so I felt like it was my job to not just make music for myself at that time, but to make sure that I'm making music that people can feel, either that are out there or people that are inside that are scared, you know. And so within a lot of my music, there's a couple songs that definitely was talking upon that and what was happening at that time. And so you can find a couple songs that are pretty on point with what was going on during that time.
Right. What is your favorite thing about our Twin Cities hip hop community?
My favorite thing is that everybody is trying to be part of it, you know, and sometimes that can be a problem when everybody's trying to do something, but the thing is that we all need each other.
Right.
Like everybody's a
Say
different.
that again?
We all need each other.
Right.
Everybody's a different piece of the puzzle. So,
Right.
with everybody trying to do it, you know, you almost got
You
every
have
piece
to.
of the puzzle right in front of you.
Right.
Now we got to just put it together.
Otherwise, it's not a finished product.
It's
Picture's
not.
just empty.
Yeah. There's that missing piece.
Yeah. Have you had honors to work with some of the great pioneers in the Twin Cities, like AK or Jules or Disco T or Smoke D, or anybody that laid the foundation for Raw Fire, some of the dancers? Have you had that glory to just learn how things grew in our Twin Cities on a hip hop?
In a sense, I've talked to everybody, but it's usually just brief conversations.
Right.
Since it's only been the last 3 years that I've been pushing myself out there.
Right. That's a long time though, right before COVID. So yeah.
Like I've been doing this for 12 years, getting to know people, but I was behind the scenes. You know, I was the guy in the background that nobody's gonna talk to because I just was observing and figuring out how things are. But within the people that I grew up actually around, some of the pioneers in my sense, which is like Tony Bones and Big Wiz, are people
Big
that
Wiz.
are actually family. Like I consider them family, so shout out to them.
Yep.
They've definitely set bars for me when I was a kid, and you know, now we're here doing this, and you know, it's for Minneapolis and everybody for real.
They laid the foundation not only when it comes to the music, but also with the respect for the venues. So like people like Tila Shaw, like you said, Cherry Sky, Big Wiz. They, again, are people that kept the space safe so that we can now go there when time comes and use those same venues to perform. Real quickly, social media, how could people find you on social media?
GriffDaGod everything. That's GriffDaGod. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, TikTok, everything. Anything that you search up, just Google GriffDaGod and it's gonna come up. We got a lot of stuff right now. We got music videos. We got so much stuff. Like everything, I can't even name one because I got my hands in the door with everything right now.
So you're gonna have to research them to find out.
Yeah.
Real quickly, we're gonna take a break and come back. My name is Trinny Cee here on Hip Hop Nation with the one and only GriffDaGod. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back after this moment.
It's Vince Vega, one half of Vince Jules, and when we in the Twin Cities, we watch Hip Hop Nation on FirstWorld TV.
We're back again. My name is Trinny Cee. We're here with GriffDaGod, having fun. Wakanda forever.
You know what it is.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go right into the nitty gritty. We here on Hip Hop Nation, so obviously that means we gotta talk about something hip hop related besides ourselves. Favorite artists when it comes to hip hop music.
When it comes to hip hop music,
it could be old, it could be new, it could be yesterday, it could be true.
Most Def, you know, is definitely on that list. I'm gonna have to say my three biggest inspirations are Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley, Martin Luther King. Like all three of them they're speaking that message. You know what I'm saying?
Literally
That's what I'm trying to do. Is just it's not just about poetry. It's about speaking that message.
And
you know.
Jimi Hendrix, he could just speak the message like.
With his guitar.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to say anything.
Right. Just stand up there and he was just speaking a message.
For
it was
real.
so powerful. Still to this day.
So yeah, those are honestly the ones that come to my list first. You know, those are the ones that are the most important and the ones I'd pay homage to.
Third, you said Malcolm X, or did you say Martin Luther King? I'm sorry.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. Tell us what resonates with you when it comes to Martin Luther King.
The power with his voice, the power within the message that he pushed, the fact that he brought all those people to wherever he were to speak. He brought all those people there to listen to his voice. There's no instrumental behind it. It was just like I said, in a sense, poetry. Like this man was just speaking it clear.
Timeless,
and the powerness in that, like it was just unbelievable. And I feel like I resonate in a sense with trying to get to the place where I can speak to the whole world and they'll all come to one place and for the good though, you know,
for the good.
because a lot of people will get everybody into one place and it won't be for the good. And I believe that Martin Luther King was all for the good, so I look up to him for that reason.
Favorite artist, it doesn't have to be hip hop, but favorite artist here in the Twin Cities?
In the Twin Cities. Oh, wow. That is definitely a hard question.
And no, just because you don't pick one without the other is, you know.
I'm going to have to say it's somebody that I actually work with.
Okay.
Yeah, 763 MC.
763 MC.
Yep.
What type of music do they do?
Boom bap, rap, hip hop.
What is boom bap? Ooh.
More of like a uppity, it's like a, you know, it's a chill uppity rap. It's not aggressive. It's just, you know, it's vibes.
Boom bap.
Boom bap.
Interesting. I gotta look it up. All right. So tell me the name of the artist one more time.
763 MC.
MC. Okay.
Yep.
They new? They've been around? A boy, girl, what?
It's a guy, and he's been around for a while. He's got a couple really crazy music videos out, shot by a videographer out in the cities too. So it's everything we're doing within my circle is, you know, based out the cities, trying to keep it involved.
Okay. If you could be on stage with anybody, who would you want to be on? Or when you're on stage, not if. When you're on stage, claim it.
You know, there's like two people. I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna break it down to one though. We're gonna do Tech 9.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that would just be wild.
Okay.
You know, the crowd would be going wild, and I like that energy in the crowd.
Yeah. Where would it be? Would it be here?
Hopefully it'd be here first, and then we'd be on a tour going to the next spot and the next spot,
right.
You know?
He's like, we in Minneapolis, we're going to start in Minneapolis, then we're going to end in Minneapolis.
Right.
Wouldn't that be cool? You have a starting show and an ending show of the tour, right?
I mean, that's the goal right now.
Yeah, I mean, that would just be clean and slick. So now when we come to women in the industry, who would you say is like, and again, it could be pioneer, it could be most recent. Who would you say in your book is dominating the scene or has dominated the scene to the point where, yeah, they rock it, they own it?
Wow. That's a good question.
I like to put everybody on the spot.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta pay homage to Beyonce.
Okay.
You know, we got her. She's up there, you know. But also with like the rap, I feel like there was definitely a lot of women that did it before Nicki, but she really like came into and established this this persona for a lot of women after her, you know, and
that's that Trinidadian woman.
I respect it. I respect it because she's still going hard. So
yeah, she is.
Yeah, I feel
and
like
she's giving people the space to. It's not just about her. I don't know if you noticed recently, especially Caribbean women. She is definitely giving us our platform too and helping us grow. So
yeah,
that's another thing when you're in this industry is it ain't just about. I'm kind of selective of how much time I invest in people. But especially women, I'm taking the time to share the knowledge that I've had for the last, gosh knows, you guys don't even know how long I've been doing this, but a long time to share that knowledge and watch other people grow because I don't want to go to my grave with it.
Yeah,
and somebody gave me the mic. Big up Teacher U. Teacher U gave me the mic and the platform to be in the space where I'm now here doing this with you. One person was like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. And bam, I was like, what are you doing? So I think it's important, too, that we share the wealth, like you said, and you build. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment right now?
My greatest accomplishment is 8 music videos.
What?
Yeah.
8?
Yeah.
He said that like it was nothing.
I performed.
Just 8.
I performed in Denver. I performed in Austin, Texas.
Oh, so I got to get your autograph when I leave here.
Yeah, you know, I woke up this year, I guess, and said it's time to do everything I told myself I was going to do.
Right.
So I've just been knocking them off the list, going down and, you know, connecting all the dots that have been around me and in front of me for so long.
So 2023, when you hit that one show, like, you know, that award show, and I call you and I say, can I get a pass, you know? That's going to be you, 2023. You're going to be on all them stages across the world.
You'll probably be walking out with me, you know, not just a pass to sit there.
Man, you know, but that's what it's about. I love how that positive energy, I love how you're just claiming it. But 8, congratulations. Very humble.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Congratulations. Very humble. When you reached out, I was just like, okay, no problem. And I didn't do my research because that's what I want this show to be about, is that you tell me and show the masses who you are. And so that's amazing. 8 videos. Who's been your favorite production videographer crew to work with so far on all those 8? Or did you
I've been
just
working
use
with one person for my main videos that's posted on my YouTube. And
Shout
it's
him out.
the man Stan. You know,
Okay.
big shout out for
All
you.
right.
It's big ups. We going up, bro. You
Yeah.
know, there's a reason I'm still working with you.
Yeah. We
'Cause
might have to have you on the show, the man stand, because
Yeah.
it's about everybody, right? Yep.
Yeah, let's get it. And then, honestly, I'm gonna shout out 763 MC's videographer
Okay.
because the videos he's just put out recently are crazy.
All
His
right.
name is Daddy Fat Chops. He's
Okay.
Minneapolis videographer too.
All right. Shout out to all of you all here making our videos, because a lot of times those guys behind the scenes don't get the respect and the clout that they deserve. And so again, like we said, it takes a community and it takes a village. So big up everybody that makes sure we good, including our crew behind the scenes that's making sure we're good here today. My name is Trinny Cee. We're going to pause for another cause. We appreciate if you are taking the time to watch us, especially the one and only GriffDaGod. One love. We'll be right back.
Yo, my name is Destiny Roberts, and when I'm in town, I watch Hip Hop Nation on FirstWorld TV.
Welcome back. We're here on Hip Hop Nation with the one and only GriffDaGod. And he's going to enlighten us on not only what he does as an artist, but as a business. So educate people on one of your other accomplishments that just happened recently.
So I told you in the beginning of this that I host events and parties. Well, it started with that, and it became, you know, a business and something that I can provide for people. And it's under MN Vibes LLC now.
Right.
It's official.
Okay.
So you can search MN Summer Vibes on Instagram and watch all the videos and pictures and see the stuff that we've done with events and parties. And this winter we are going to start renting out clubs under the name.
Nice.
So, and use
So
that
if you need another
LLC.
hostess with the mostest, you know. who
Right
to
here, you
holler.
know, we're gonna do everything from any genre. There's
Right.
not just one kind of music.
Exactly.
So anything
Yes.
you got going on, let's make it happen.
Right.
You know, her, me, anybody you see, connect the dots. For real, we're
and
all here.
wintertime is not a time to go inside. Wintertime is to come outside and make sure the sun hits that skin, so you still keep some form of color going, some form of life, and just not hibernate, right? I love winters. I love it. I was born in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, so I love being out, rocking the fur coat, and you know, trying to not follow Mr.
Yeah,
Levels.
you know, I got a whole closet just for jackets for
Yeah.
the season.
Yeah,
Like, you
I
know,
mean that's
wanna,
why we live here, so we can have 4 seasons worth of clothes, right?
Yeah, come outside with the warmth.
Yeah. So what is it? So you're accomplishing all this amazing things. 8 videos in 1 year. You're doing businesses. What would you tell the younger generation that's coming up that wants to be in business, any type of business, but in business?
Don't rush into it. You know, a lot of people will jump into something, and this, like I said, I've been making music and I've been establishing this for 12 years.
Right.
You know, and that's so I could learn every different thing I needed to, so nobody could ever get over on me. I
Right.
know what I need to when I walk into any situation.
And you're well versed and educated.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I guess take your time. This ain't gonna happen overnight, and if it does, like,
Yeah.
you know,
You're not gonna last very long.
you know,
You're
make
gonna be
it
that
happen.
one-stop pop shop for like 10 minutes.
So I would definitely just make sure that you learn from the people that are doing it already and get yourself around like-minded people. Don't be around people that are
Ooh, say
doing
that
less
one
than
more
you.
time. Get
Be
yourself
around like-minded people.
Like-minded people. My grandfather
Always
would
put
say
yourself
that.
around somebody that's
Yeah.
at least doing as much, if not more,
Yes.
because
Yes.
you're gonna be brought down. That's
Yeah.
all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. My grandfather said if you wanted to be a lawyer, you hang around lawyers, period. Because number one, who you gonna debate with and learn the knowledge, and when you get that law degree, you know they're gonna be right there in the courtroom with you. And I totally understand. It is an investment in self to learn from other people. We talked about that with Katie earlier. It's like if you tell yourself no, or you shut yourself down, or you shut other people down, you're missing out on opportunity. And people have a lot of knowledge, and they have a lot of things to share. We're all globally. If COVID hasn't taught the world, especially America, that we're globally connected every day, all day long, you missed the assignment. You missed the assignment. And the only way you're going to stay globally connected is to invest in yourself by also letting other people share what's going on. Goals for 2023. What are you trying to accomplish in the next, 12 to 18 months?
Man, really branding out. Now that the LLC is involved, I'm gonna be dropping merch, you know, left and right. I'm gonna drop my personal merch for GriffDaGod, and I'm gonna be dropping merch for MN Vibes. So just, you know, really getting the brand out there as much as I can. And I really want to establish a strong connection with a couple of the venues in Minneapolis and get something going weekly, you know, either every Friday or every Saturday. But yeah, 2023 is definitely the year where everybody, you're gonna see me out there. You know, I took the time to come correct, and I'm coming correct, y'all.
He's coming. He's ready.
I'm coming.
What would you tell your younger self?
Congratulations, you did it. You're still doing it. You're not done.
We related. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. When it comes to collabos in any specific genre of music, have you had your eyes set on someone, any type of specific? I mean, you just taught me something about that other type of genre of music. Yeah, but do you want to do something with dancehall with like Beanie Man, or you trying to do something with Shania Twain with the more pop country?
Definitely. Something that's really cool that we kind of talked upon is I'm really trying to get something with at least one of the Marley sons, and that's just.
I just hosted with Stephen Marley.
That
again,
is on the
amazing.
list for collaborations. Another collaboration is Token. I don't know if you guys know him. If you don't, search it up. Token. It's got it going on. Yeah, there's a few here and there, but y'all just have to wait to see who I drop them feature in those music videos with, because I don't want to talk too much.
Too much, right? Okay. Favorite restaurant in the Twin Cities?
Benihana's.
Really?
I've been eating Benihana since I was born. Like, shout out to my mom. You took me there as a baby, and you're still taking me there on my birthday.
I've never had Benihana's? Never.
You got to try that shrimp sauce, that yum sauce.
I've never had it.
It's something else.
Day.
Make sure you get some sushi from there too. Get the hibachi steak and chicken, or get the lobster tail.
This is not a free promo at all. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me want to go. I've never had it. Every birthday I get the email, but I've never had it.
Oh, you got $30 times how many? You better go get free restaurant.
Free endorsement.
Right, like bring the whole family there at this point.
What's your favorite venue right now?
My favorite venue.
And it doesn't have to be the Twin Cities, but yeah.
My favorite venue, I would have to say, is Red Rocks in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a lot of people that have been actually putting their foot through the doors, and I'm excited because they are doing it for a little light production.
Yeah.
I know a couple homies that actually opened up. One was an EDM artist, and then, you know, Prof was just out there.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens with Red Rocks down the road.
Yeah.
I also like this new venue downtown, Vanquish. Shout out, because I came there the other day.
Yeah.
My boy opened for the show, and I like what you guys got going on.
Yeah.
Sim shows, shout out to y'all, Jack Trash. Y'all been running it for a while, and homage to y'all because y'all still doing it.
Yeah. There's a venue in Chicago I went to with some of Dwayne Wade's family called STK. Just like you said, it's not a nightclub, but it turns into something like that. Beautiful, beautiful service, beautiful lighting, beautiful ambiance. The experience is amazing. So yeah, big up to the venues that give us a quality experience that's memorable, whether you're here or anywhere else. Any shout outs, any big ups you want to do before we're done?
I just want to really shout out my main supporters, you know, my parents, my grandparents. Even if they haven't done it enough, those are the reason why I'm here.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know if they need this, but it's gonna be the shout out for y'all. So, a big shout out to 763 MC. He's been by my side for the last 6 years with his music.
Right. Big up yourself.
And yeah, shout out to everybody in Minneapolis doing their thing right now. Y'all know who you are. One love, y'all. Shout out DJ Chocolate, that's my boy right there, and DJ Savage Mogul. Okay. Shout out to all the people. There's a list. I'm just gonna hit the ones that have been paying homage and I've been chilling with recently because everybody, y'all know who you are.
All right.
Check out the page GriffDaGod, GriffDaGod.
One love.
Fat Boy Scrap, one half of Vince Jules, and when we in the Twin City, we watch Hip Hop Nation on First World TV. Yada da.
How many hip-hop heads still got love for old school hip-hop? We record every one of these shows And we take it around to show promoters that there's so much love out here for the pioneers that we like to always record and let them see exactly what we're talking about. So when I say the name of an artist or a group, female or male, that you still got love for, I want y'all to make some noise at the top of your lungs and show them what time it really is. How many people still got love for Big Daddy Kane? Rakim! Doug E. Fresh! Slick Rick! Let's give the ladies some love. Salt and Pepper! Queen Latifah! MC Light! My girl that just left the stage, Roxanne Shante! Now, what about LL Cool J? That's a little too much love. That's a little too much love. The true hip-hop heads know that Kool Moe Dee and LL Cool J had a long-term battle in the late 80s. But if you listen back to those lyrics and play those records, you never heard either one of us talking about killing each other, shooting each other, or doing no bodily harm. We kept it lyrical, we kept it fun, we kept it hip-hop, we kept it on wax. All that really was like a pretty boy sex symbol versus one of the baddest MCs that ever touched a mic. That's all that really was. So to show you how real it is, I want y'all to put an L in the air right now for LL Cool J. Because that's real hip-hop. I still love that brother. I mean, plus I won the battle, so ain't no problem. But on that note, all I want to say is how you like me now. And this is with the 1988, 1987, when me and LL was going through our thing. But like I said, if you listen to the lyrics, it was just some hip-hop shit, bragging, having a good time. I go like this. On. Then I watch it 3 seconds later. I got you shaking your head, dancing and dancing. The rhymes kick, the beats hit you just like a home run slammer, like a slam dunk. Ride the wave, James down gave, always happened to James, like it happened to me. How you think it feels see another MC get paid? Using my rap style, and I'm playing the background. Meanwhile, I ain't with that. You can't forget that. You took the style, I'm taking it back, coming back. Return to the Jedi. MCs in the place that said I could only rock rhyme and only rock crowds, but never rock records. How you like me now? Come on, Minneapolis, rock with me. Come on, let me hear you say yeah. Say ow. Say ow, ow. Say ow, ow, ow. How you like me now? To live downtown, 120 9th Street, Convent. Everything's upbeat parties, falling apart, nothing but girls at the dark. We chill, nobody gets in the place. We call it healing and triumph. That's when they will get wild, but they don't fight, they kill us. Come on, I can't hear you. Minneapolis, let me hear you. Come on, a little louder.
they call Roxanne. She's so stuck up. Why you say fat? Cause you wouldn't give a guy like me no rap. And she was walking down the street, so I said, hello, I can't go from the TFO. And she so I said, baby, don't you know I can sing, rap, dance in just one show? Cause I can't go.
It's so sophisticated.
As far as I know, ain't nobody traded from beginning to end and to beginning.
And you know that's true. So let me tell you and explain them all to you. I met this dude with the name of a hat. I didn't even walk away. I didn't give him no rap. But then he got real mad. And he got a little tired. If he worked for me, you know he would be fired. His name is Kango. Yes, that is cute. But he ain't got the money and he ain't got the loot. That's the way it is. And what I say, the way we enjoying it here today. And as you want to know just who I be, I'm the ROXANNE. People call me rocks, and those who try to diss, I just knocks them out the box. Cause I'm shy-T and y'all know the routine, so here we go again. So all hail the queen. I left you for a while, but it was worth the wait, because it gave me just enough time to create a funky rhythm that's guaranteed to move the world. At the party, people screaming out, go on, girl! Like Diana Ross, I'm the boss, and those who disapprove, you can go for yours. But to think a girl like me, how it's easy to take, treat me like Nell Carter, give me a break, cause I'm the super female that's called Shantae, and like Hurricane Annie, I'll blow your way. Whenever I'm in a battle, yo, I don't play, so you best go about your way and have a nice day. MCs today really know how to please, but I gave birth to most of them MCs. So when it comes around to the month of May, send me your royalty check for Mother's Day, because yo, you know, deal with this. I'm Shantae, the microphone grand mistress, a pioneer like Lola Falana, with a name that stands big like McDonough. Speaking of Madonna, some girls on the mic who rap like virgins and get real tight, but I get loose with the rhymes I produce. That's why I'm queen of the crew with the juice, cause I'm the super female that's called Shantae, and like Hurricane Annie, I'll blow your way. Whenever I'm in a battle, yo, I don't play, so you best go about your way. Thank you for having me, Northside.
This is DJ Divine, Roxanne Shantae. We're at the Northside Arts Crawl. That's right, for Hip Hop Nation. And that was just a dope performance. I'm so glad you came. I can't wait for the next time you come back. This is just my commitment for my show, Hip Hop Nation, First World TV.